Hey everybody, Andy here, came on Tulip, and we're back for round 3 of our Vintage League. John HogaakVine. We're going to keep this one. Mox. 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 Yep, that was my fear of the Academy coming down here. Just a big tinker. That's pretty scary. It's an interesting decision point here because them getting my Bazaar is actually really powerful here. I'm just trying to think, do we want to try and find a Vine off of this Once Upon a Time and come off of the Force of Vigor here? But it gives them so much mana. I think I'm just going to Vigor. Like, you know, if we get Flusterstorm here, there's not much we can do about that, but... Yep, okay. We got Tinker too. Oh, the Twister would be vicious. Tinker, wow. Come on, man. All right. Not good, guys. Not good. Maybe we can find a green spell here off of this. Oh no, the problem is we're just giving them unlimited treasures. Okay. Yeah, we're cooked. Very strong play from our opponent there. I don't think there's anything we could have done to circumvent that other than perhaps being a little bit more proactive. Okay, we definitely want all of these. I do like Collector here, and I also think Boseiju could be really good. We're obviously going to have to do a tremendous amount of cuts here to make all of this work. I really like the red root walla. I think it beats down really hard, but I think this is just a match where we have to cut our losses a little bit here. Let's go. On the die roll. This hand is not good. We're going to mulligan that one. This one's much better. Keep going to put hollow one away, I think. A little bit not good if I find a Bazaar here, but any ghasts? No ghasts. There's an advantage to playing the Boseiju there, in that if I draw a green source next turn, I can Hogak, like a green creature. But if they play a Saga, I just want to be proactive and kill it. Hull Breacher. Cannot stop that. Of note, I don't want to have to use the Vigor unless I have to here. The reason being is that I really do want to get a Hogaak down, but the likelihood of me having to use it is fairly high. Like, this is a high potency deck. Just Tinker. Breacher, yep. Okay. Really awkward. All right. I'm not feeling good about this one here. If I draw a Collector Roof, it's solid. Tap, yep. See if they play out another Mox here. I think I might Vigor here. If they want to force, I think that's okay. I guess this will kill their Hull Breacher. So I suspect, oh, they're just, Hull Breacher's going to die. Okay. Not sure which one to tap with here. Probably the Mox. All right, Hull Breacher down. And they kind of went all in on that Lotus by the looks of it in the Tabernacle, but we didn't keep the type of hand that died to that. We didn't have a Bazaar, and we didn't have okay. Once again, I think I'm just going to tap the black here. What size? Okay. I think I will just kill the Volcanic here. Just hope they don't have another Saga. I kind of like that I'm keeping them off kilter. I suspect this type of hand that they have kept is somewhat contingent on this Hull Breacher surviving and them nuking our board with the tab. So the remainder of their hand could be quite weak. What did they go and get there? Force of Will. Interesting. Okay. So they're worried about me coming down here with... this time I'll tap the green because I have a second to Seiju if I need it. I mean, we're not doing very well with what we're drawing here, but I guess we're keeping our opponent off balance. Now, they have a mitt full here. There could be a lot of different things going on there, but the fact they went to get a force means they're just really defensive right now. And if we can keep getting them to brick on lands, it's good for us. We just need to be able to apply some pressure here, and we have been unsuccessful in doing so. Yep. Time walk. Demonic Tutor would be unfortunate. I bet you they would go get an Urza Saga. That's what this feels like, though. We just have so many good draws off the top of our library, and we keep drawing irrelevant spells. I shouldn't say irrelevant, but not what I'm looking for. I really want to try and cast this Hogaak. They're going to counter it, and then we're going to attempt to cast it again the next turn. There's definitely enough delve here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my opponent is tanking here. So it is indeed a demonic. I suspect they're going to get an Urza Saga there. And so Wastelanding is not great in that regards. But we do have Boseiju to back it up. So I think I'm going to do that. I think, like, obviously I don't want to Boseiju if I don't have to, but I think that if they don't get a Boseiju and they go for something like a Tinker, that this is just a better line to Wasteland them here. Then we can just hold up Boseiju. Like, they might be very interested in this situation, going to get a Sphinx of the Steelwind. I think I'm just going to sit and cycle end of turn if they don't do anything. I'm going to let them have the C. I've made a decision. Top, yep. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know what's happening. This will help make our decision. Ooh, Chalice is nice. The Chalice may get their force here. They're not interested. I can honestly say, playing this deck, I have never not drawn heat this long. Here's the Tinker. So they did go for the Tinker line by the looks of it. Feel very secure that we have a Boseiju here. They went for the Citadel. Let's hope they crack their top here. And what will be really neat is they'll have to shuffle their top away. They're drawing. So we are now going to Boseiju in response. And they're going to, I guess, no, the top doesn't go away. I thought they were going to lose their top. But I feel very happy in that exchange. Boseiju was so good. Spellbomb was a good one. Let's see if they respond. They did not. So what they did is they are going to give me priority on Hogaak, and they are going to have to force a will here. Put them down to 2 cards. Back fading. Okay. So I'm getting to a stage here where I may actually go after the Tabernacle in the following turn. Yeah. Take my wasteland away. That makes sense. So Saga is one of the ways we could lose here, for sure. They are taking my graveyard away here because they know I'm going to be able to likely bring back the Hogaak. I guess I wasn't necessarily going to be able to. This does have its applications, though. Chipping away here. I mean, the fact they're doing an upkeep top makes me feel better about myself here. Like, I don't know how they get out of this. Like, I mean, I guess Saga is their way. Saga is the way. Find an Urza Saga, I could definitely lose because I can't respond with my Wasteland. Bolt, okay. No Cruise. Spellbomb, okay. We're chipping away here. We're in the same pattern we were last turn. It's pretty good. Now, unfortunately, I am going to lose one of my creatures here, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to let the Stitcher die. Yep. We're just hoping to draw non-bizarre lands here. And this might find me aghast. Did not. Creature, yep. That's a good one. Just kill my Collector Roof here, I guess. Seems reasonable. That opens my mana back up. I suspect they'll be proactive with the Spellbomb here. This has been a really interesting game. Cage doesn't actually do that much. Do I cast a Vengevine here? I think I do. Deals more damage, and we come off Pyroblast this turn, but next turn we can hold Pyroblast up. Does my opponent just Nihil Spellbomb trying to find a force here? So what sucks, guys, that we came off the Pyroblast here. I think it was worth it, though, to try and pressure my opponent. Fetch lands would... A fetch could put them dead next turn. Okay. Did they find a bolt? Yep. Putting them to 1. I guess a Hull Breacher could stop my Vengevine. Of course, we'll Pyroblast that, but sadly cannot play around Fluster, but that's the world we're living in. It's interesting they play with Cage and Citadel. It's usually not a very good combo. Let's try and get in for 5. It is a Hull Breacher. Nice. And they put the top on the top looking for a force. Okay. One life they're at. A blocker will not do it. How key was that Pyroblast, guys? Very nice. That was just an excellent game win. You know, I don't think Deathrite Shaman is really doing a lot here. Like, I haven't got the sense that they're breached because they're running Cage. I just think they're like Tinker good stuff. Grixis Tinker. I do like the Blazing Rootwalla is excellent in the game that you just saw. Like that's where you want a blazing root wall, where you're able to just start tacking lightning bolts onto your opponent every single turn while they're trying to get themselves going. I think it's a good way to win. That said, this hand is like a little bit clunky, but Chalice is no joke. If my opponent decides to play a little bit coy, like holding their mana in hand, they can get roasted that way. They're not doing that. Needle, yep, they got my Bazaar, okay. So we're going to be on a slow game here. That is unfortunate. Let's take a look and see what we can find here. So they got us pretty good on that one, but hopefully we can set up a Vigor at some point. My opponent is reasonably low on resources here. I'm gonna go get a Taiga. This will slow them down with reference to Hull Breacher, potentially. Okay, I will not attack into a Hull Breacher. One mana away from being able to cast a Vine. It's a good one. Hopefully we can find a Wasteland here. Okay, Vigor. They will probably counter this, is my guess. They did not. Okay. Just all so close to Hogaak here. I'm one mana short of being able to do it. But I guess I can open up my needle here and start bazaring. Potentially, anyways. I mean, we'll see what they do. The problem here is they get to sit on this. And, you know, they can hull breach us on our bazaar, which is bad. I mean, let's just naturally draw a wasteland. Would really lighten my load here. I mean, they didn't have the hull breacher back when I cycled, so that actually is pretty damn good. Like, if they haul off a hull breacher, it's a pretty big blowout. 1, 2, 3, but they can't breach and saga here. So what I think I'm going to do is I do think, well, they can if I endurance it. Maybe I just pass this turn and try and vigor on upkeep. The braid. I guess I'm just penciling I have to gamble here. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Do they have a hull breacher? They do not. The problem for me is I played a bizarre here, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't. Sweet that we got rid of that saga. I mean, they're still going to get a 2-2 construct here, but that's really big game for us. They can hard cast force here if they have it, but I'm going to be proactive here so I can just start spinning my bazaar. Yep. They're down to, well, I guess they'll have 2 cards with their draw, but yep, they got me with that. And like, how many dead cards do they have in their hand? That strip mine was really clutch. Smart. They want to keep me off Hogaak at all costs. Let's see what we can find, guys. Don't dislike our position here. Hull Breacher sucks, but oh, I like it. I like it. Bet you they wish they kept that a braid now. Like, Hogaak is ominous here. Like, if I can find a creature that I can cast, I'm going to trip my Vengevine and get a Hogaak into play, which is really strong. Okay. I'm probably going to stop bazaring. Like, the presence of well, maybe I'll do it one more turn here. Like, Hull Breacher is just looming. Yeah, definitely we have to do it now. Oh, sweet. They have to force this? Okay, guys, here it comes. Do they have it? Yes, they do. Okay. They got the Hardcast Force here. Yep. I mean, we still got a ways to go here, but we can hope that that we got enough tools to close them out here. I am not going to Bazaar now. I don't think it's worth it. Like, I don't even think I need to worry about Hogaak in this position. Like, I'm giving up 3 damage to do it. Maybe that's worth it. Another one? Yep. Next turn, we will not do that. We're just totally in on it. We have them dead next turn. That's not going to do it. I guess they have to draw here. Oh, it's dead. Nice. What a great win that was. That felt fantastic. That game too was just an epic game from HoloVine or HogaakVine. Just being able to grind through what your opponent's doing and disrupt them enough. Like he's showing for Pyroblast in that particular game. But yeah, very solid win in a spot where I didn't feel like I was favored. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you for round 4.